In this documentary, we are introduced to a young innovative entrepreneur who sells an interesting trifle dessert which is mixed with marijuana and alcohol. Sir, please introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name is Brandon Jalose. I'm a 22-year-old from Fosterus and I'm actually the founder of Naftot.
Where did you study?
I studied at VUT for 3 years. It's actually funny because my first year I was actually a sports student, but then it just felt like it's like I was actually in the phase of finding myself. So I switched. The second year I went from sports to business, and I studied business for 2 years, for 2.5 actually, and yeah, now I'm done.
What inspired you to study business?
Business.
Brendan Lalose was born in a family business, and his father owns a bottle store.
It's what I grew up under. I grew up under a business environment, and growing up under a family or elders that are actually into business, that are selling, it sort of had a huge influence into how I've actually turned out and how I've actually directed myself in life. So being in business for me, it's more like it's life itself for me. It's how I live. It's how like everybody should live. I think so. So what actually got me into business is there's so many factors to it, but then I think the one underlying factor is just the background, how I grew up.
Do you have a business?
Yes, I do. I founded a company earlier this year.
Brendan's interest in business has led him to taking the initiative to develop a product and selling it to make a profit.
We actually in the business, food and catering business, but then for now we're focusing mainly on selling trifles. So basically what we're selling is, I'd like to show you guys here. It's a trifle. It's called Naftot. I'm sorry you guys cannot see the label. We don't have the logo right now on the cups. But then it's a trifle. It's actually cannabis infused, and then we also have others that are actually alcoholic infused. So with this one, if I can just give you a brief description of what's inside, you have the yogurt at the top, and then the yogurt is fused with a fruit cocktail, and then at the bottom of the yogurt you have a cake which is also cannabis infused, and then at the bottom you have ice cream. So basically overall we call this Naftot.
I'm not quite familiar with the name Naftot, so would you please briefly try to break it down? How did you come up with the name?
Wow, that's actually very interesting. After we came up with this idea of
He's not only talented in creating a unique product, but he also found a creative way to find a name for it.
Substance infused in it. We were running down a few names. The first name was YOLO. That was the name for the dessert, but then we were in doubt of it because YOLO is something that's really common, so nobody will not actually be surprised or shocked to hear that there's a product called YOLO. So we needed something catchy, something that could actually raise the eyebrows of people. So we came up with the word Naftot, and Naftot basically to actually see how perfect and how in tune it is with the product. It actually matches what's inside the product. So basically naf means to eat. Here in the hood, for us, when you eat, in the Kasi slang we actually say you naf. So that's how we came up with the word naf. And then tot is basically tot we know as shots, but then in this one it references the substance that we put inside. So that's how we actually came up with the word tot. And then when you put those together, it's Naftot.
Since you're selling a product which has alcohol in it and cannabis,
Yes.
as we know that in South Africa, it's by law that nobody should purchase alcohol under the age of 18. So do you have any specific target market?
Okay, yes we do. Our target market is basically boys and girls, but sorry, excuse me. Our target is basically boys and girls. But mainly with the trifle, we targeting specifically women. So from 18 years up to, you can, even if you're 50, that's how far I can take it, because so far with the promotion and actually selling the product, we've actually seen the reception that we've got from the market, that it's not only the young, vibey people that actually like the product, it's also old people that actually are still, in tune with their younger years.